In the bustling city of Rivervale, amidst the never-ending hum of life, lived a seemingly ordinary young man named Aiden Cross. By day, Aiden was a quiet librarian, immersed in books and an avid reader of ancient texts. But beneath his unassuming exterior, Aiden harbored a dark secret. A spirit granted him with demonic powers. These powers were not bestowed lightly, nor without consequence. It all began when Aiden stumbled upon an ancient tome in the depths of the library archives, one that whispered promises of unimaginable strength. Despite the darkness of these powers, Aiden had resolved to use them for good. The city of Rivervale, though vibrant, was plagued with crime and corruption that festered in shadows hidden from the bright lights of day. The downtrodden were oppressed by those in power, those who preyed on the vulnerable with impunity. Aiden had seen enough of these injustices to transform his destiny into that of an unseen guardian, one who could tip the scales of justice back into balance using his demonic abilities. Every night, Aiden donned a hooded cloak and vanished into the silhouetted landscape of the city, becoming the specter that criminals feared but could never see. With eyes that could pierce through darkness and strength that defied human limits, Aiden took it upon himself to protect those who could not protect themselves. His demonic powers allowed him to sense danger, warp shadows into powerful shields, and command spectral entities to aid the oppressed in their darkest hours. One fateful night, the echoes of a distressed cry reached Aiden, leading him to discover a notorious syndicate that operated within the city. Their leader, Marcus Vale, a man whose public veneer of philanthropy masked his sinister control over the city's underbelly, thrived off exploiting the weak. Aiden's resolve was tested, as confronting Marcus meant risking the exposure of his gift to the world that feared such power. With a plan forged in defiance, Aiden infiltrated Marcus's stronghold. Shadows danced around his form, granting him invisibility as he slipped past guards. Each encounter with his enemies left them subdued in fear, struck down by the force they could not see. In a darkened chamber, Aiden confronted Marcus, revealing not just his powers, but his voice, as a whisper promising liberation for those enslaved by Marcus's greed. The battle was fierce. Marcus was no ordinary adversary. However, Aiden harnessed every ounce of his demonic strength, fueled not by hatred, but by compassion for the oppressed. In the end, it was Marcus's own fear that unraveled him in an attempt to wield power he could never understand. Aiden stood victorious, not just over a tyrant, but over the demons within himself. With Marcus dethroned, Rivervale no longer lived in fear of its own shadows. Still, Aiden remained vigilant, for new threats lurked around the corner. He reaffirmed his oath to act as the guardian from darkness, using gifts often feared, in service of those who needed him most. In a city of secrets, Aiden Cross became a legend, the unseen protector who redefined what it meant to be a hero in a world quick to misunderstand.